Hello everyone, I hope you're having an awesome day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this video. This is another Infinity Kingdom video. So I'm excited here. We are on our server. We're going to start Contention of Relics soon. So this will be the first time that we're going through Contention of Relics. And I'm going to cover the rules about relics, Contention of Relics, and I'm also going to cover some tips about it. Especially being that this is a new server. This is the first time that we're going through, and that there's probably not going to be a lot of rules. And if there is rules, there's probably going to be a lot of people breaking the rules because not all of them are going to know the rules. It's just the nature of the game, as it takes a little while for people to start figuring out the rules. So let's go in here and Contention of Relics. And right now, I'm doing this from my... Well, I'm going to be doing this from my main account or my big account because you could see a lot more there. Right now, if you click on Contention of Relics, all you could do is go into details. So I'm going to explain the rules a little bit and then go into my main account and explain what's happening there. So unfortunately, Contention of Relics has finished in my main account. So it finished a couple days ago. So I can't actually show you what's during the event, what's happening, but I could definitely show you some of the rewards and some of the things that happened after the event. So let's go through the rules, and I'm not going to read through all these rules. I'm going to focus on most of the most important things. So the main purpose of, well, there's two things that happens in the Contention of Relics. And the main purpose is collecting these energy cubes. And the more energy cubes you get, the one that has the faction that has the most wins the event. So it's mainly about a faction event and not about an alliance event. So the goal is that you want the green faction to win because that benefits all of you, not just your alliance. The other thing that happened that happens that is brought up new is that there's going to be contracts, and there's going to be alliance contracts, and there's going to be personal contracts. And I'm not seeing these in the rules right here. But what it is you get to select your own personal contracts. So there'll be a variety of things. Some of them will be real easy, like training troops in the Forbidden Zone. So you have to be in the Forbidden Zone in order to win the reward. Now you can start it outside the zone, hop back in the zone, and then click on the completion and you'll win that reward. So you don't always have to be in the Forbidden Zone the whole time. You just need to make sure that you complete the task in the Forbidden Zone. So healing troops can be one of the contracts, and each contract has different levels of difficulty. Obviously, the highest level of difficulty gives you more rewards. There are gathering energy cubes contracts. There's hitting other kingdoms and lords contracts where prosperity and making them teleport. So there's a contract for zeroing lords on there. So you want to be aware of that. So how do you collect energy cubes? So you collect energy cubes. The main thing is from the World of Heart. That gets you the biggest amount. And then also the relics that are around the World of Heart. And Chaos Beasts. Chaos Beasts do not give a ton of relics out, or nodes. So they need to be rallied. And the best time to rally Chaos, and it's a contract too, so it's a very good alliance contract, especially if you're taking over a city. So around that time when you're taking over a relic or the World of Heart, everyone's there, everyone's gathered close to by, so it's a real good opportunity to do rallies and kill a bunch of Chaos Beasts and win those contracts real easily. And then there's also taking over these energy nodes and gathering from them. Now, this is where things can get a little bit tricky. So the nodes show up anywhere from level 1 to level 5. Level 5 giving you the most nodes. Level 1 obviously giving you the least nodes, but also the least amount of time to collect. So if things are chaotic there and things are being hit while people are collecting nodes, then ones become a lot more attractive. If there's rules around not hitting nodes, then obviously the fives become a lot more attractive. Now, when you gather at a node, it's kind of like taking over that city or occupying the world of heart. You can, if your alliance has a level, let's just say your alliance has a level 5 node, that you could send other members in your alliance can send troops over there and they can garrison, and that speeds up the time of that collection of that node, so you get it done quicker. But it also adds a level of temptation for that person to hit you because of the amount of honor that they can get while they hit you. So I'm going to talk a little tip to deal with nodes, because nodes can be very frustrating. You can lose a lot of troops. You can lose a lot of honor. So it could be a very frustrating experience, especially if there's no rules around it. So how do you deal with that? All right, let me talk about that. Let's go out here and let's take a look at our troops. Okay, here we are. Okay, I've already done one to show you an example. So what you do is right here, you take it off auto and you weaken your troops. So you allocate. So I'm going to go to Peter the Great, and I'm going to say Peter the Great has 1 troop. And I do that with all my heroes, and I take them down to 1. So what happens by taking them down to 1 is you take a huge power drop. Confirm. So I dropped down to 3,763 in power. But when someone hits me and I'm in a node, they will not get honor. They will get very little honor, if any honor at all. And so it kind of takes away a little bit of that temptation to hit you, because just for the reason that they want to collect honor. So also, since it's new, this also gives you an opportunity to, okay, let's just say you get hit. You brought all your troops down to 1, so you're not losing a ton of honor. And you can evaluate after they hit you, how strong are their troops in there. And so since they did a hit, you got every reason in the world to do a retaliate hit. And if you have a stronger troop out there that they're not aware of, march out there, then send that march and hit them back. And you get the honor. So you earn the honor. He earned 0 honor. You got the node back. But do a switch roll real quick after you've taken over, and send another march in with low power and bring that march back so he doesn't get try to retaliate and get that honor from you. So that is a really good tip to go, especially if you don't have any rules in the area, is to lower your troop power down to 1, and 1 troop in each of the thing, and gather that way. It doesn't hurt you on the amount of time it takes to gather that. It doesn't hurt you on the amount of nodes that you get. So it's not like gathering normal resources, where it's important to have a lot of troops because you get more resources. It doesn't play that way with the energy cubes and the nodes in the Forbidden Zone. So don't be afraid to send in that really weak march with 1 troop, because it will help you a lot during this event, especially if there's no rules going on. So the other thing that I want to cover that is real important, and I'm going to do that from, so this is the world of heart. So it looks like they may have a rotation going on here. So I'm not sure if they do. So if they don't have a rotation going on, taking over the cities and the world of heart may be very chaotic if a bunch of alliances are competing for that. So let me go into my main account. and cover the other big reward. Okay, so in there, let's go into the Contention of Relics. So the Contention of Relics is over here, and green won, because we have rules, so it's green's rotation. So they get the World of Heart. They also get one of the relics, and then they rotate the other relics between other alliances based on their power. So because they won, they get certain perks. Now, the perks that they get is, let me go into the shop. So when you do node collecting and when you win contracts, you get gems. So it's a good way of getting gems. You get 100 gems per contract. And you also get these Valor marks. And these Valor marks are used to purchase things in the mystery shop. So based on your placement, so if you're number 1, then you get opportunities to buy more items, more epics in the mystery shop. So the big thing out of here that's available in our mystery shop right now is William fragments and Empress Wu fragments. Those are the big things. So if you came in second place, you'll notice I can only get Frederick and Ashoka fragments. And so there's other things that you could purchase. One nice thing, but it's kind of expensive, but it's a very attractive frame around your picture, is the champion frame. And then you go down to third, and you even have less epics that you can get there. So the mystery shop, but the other big thing is, which happens the day after it ends, is our Arcane Treasure. So in the Arcane Treasure, they will see a bunch of resources, places will pop up. And not only will you get resources from those, collected from them, but you'll also get speed ups and gold. That's the big thing. You'll get gold. And you can end up collecting a lot of gold out of this, especially at a new server. So my concern again here in this area is that there may be some hitting going on. And the unfortunate thing out of hitting in the Forbidden Zone during the Arcane Treasure is it doesn't benefit that person much, because they can't get the speed ups and gold. All they will get is resources out of that. And so basically the hits happen to earn extra honor. And because it's in the Forbidden Zone, and that's generally an area that's where people can be attacked and so on. So my hope is that the server establishes rules around that, and that the winning faction gets the resources, and that there's no hits going on while you're gathering. But again, even when that rule is established, I'm sure some hits will be going on. So also, the one thing I forgot to add with the nodes is, if you got real powerful, if you're a big whale and you got real powerful marches and you're not worried about people hitting you or winning that battle, yeah, go ahead and send your big marches. But if you're like me, in the middle ground somewhere, and certainly not one of the powerful ones on the server, I'm going to be taking my troops down to 1, especially at the start of it, so I see what's going on. So this is the ranking. So Chaos of Gods won. It was their turn to win. We came in, actually we ended up in third place as an alliance. But here's your rewards. So based on how many the alliance rewards, based on how much you collect, you get these Valor marks. And then based on personal rewards, you get these Valor marks on how you place. And these value marks, they don't go away. So I got 54K. So at the end of the event, you will still have them if you don't spend it. So if you want to save up towards a particular item, like you really want that cool frame, you could save up towards it. Or if you want to save up for epic fragments at a certain time, you certainly can save up for it. You won't lose it. And then also, if you're the winning alliance, a person is assigned king, and they could do declarations that can give you benefits, or decrease your benefits. So, for instance, like if there's a person on the server that is causing a bunch of problems, they can establish a reward or and I think is it a kingdom declaration? No. Is it an order? Yes. That you can assign these things, and these will do benefits to some, and also on the official positions, you'll get benefits on it. On official orders, it will hurt you. No, not sure. Well, there's a way to go. I'm not sure how to do it, but there's a way to assign decreases with kingdoms. Okay, so that is all I wanted to show you. So let's do a real quick recap on the Contention of Lords. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to my main or my smaller account. There we go. All right. So the big tip is here, based on the rules set for the server, and even if they establish those rules, is probably take your troops down to 1, so you're not giving up honor. Again, it doesn't affect the amount you collect or how quick you collect. Also, while you're collecting, if your alliance takes over a node, join in that node. You want to take it as quickly as possible, especially the nodes that are level 5. You want to take as quickly as possible. Now, if we have a bunch of weak marches in there, you know, I expect to get hit and maybe that 5 taken away. But we could retaliate. So it's going to be definitely challenging, and I don't want to say that there's going to be one approach to the whole thing, because there will be hits going on, and so on. So my suggestion is though, if you don't want to be giving out a bunch of troops or killing off a bunch of troops and giving up a bunch of honor, is to take it down to 1 and play out the field and see how it's playing out. Now, if there's a bunch of rules and people are following the rules, then go ahead, send out your full march and take over that node. Generally, the rule is first come, first serve. Whoever takes that can't be hit, and it's theirs, and your alliance can garrison from that node. So those are the rules that are generally established between servers. So I hope you like the tips I gave you. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up. Subscribe. If you have any other additional questions, feel free to put a comment on the bottom. And that's it. You have an awesome day.